ever woke up wondering what you might know, wondering if it's your time, wondering where you might go. I pray that when I wake that I'm awakened in the right mode. I know my circle's small, but it's a never-ending cycle. And anywhere there is darkness, homie, that's where I glow. I'm filling up on the sharpness and adding it up to my flow. Conducting on this mic though, got fuego.
Yo, welcome to Chop It Up with Faith, Camp Edition, bus ride. I'm with Roundy, my boy Roundy.
What's up?
I'm with Charles.
Yo.
And I'm with Josuel.
Yo.
So yeah, we just went to Trout Lake right now. Had a good time. Went fishing. How many fish did we catch?
I think we got 10.
10 fish, and it was a good time. I think we had like 20 people with us, right?
26 including counselors.
Yeah, so this is kind of like a new thing. I mean, it was really dope. So I thought it was really exciting. A lot of the kids are little. They're like 9 years old, and they got to experience, catching fish, for the first time.
Oh yeah, you love to see it. I mean, I remember we were riding here with Raphael, and he was talking about how nervous he was getting just for whether we were going to catch any fish or not, or what was going to happen. And thankfully we did. But he's like, I have faith. We're gonna get some. He's like, I know it. So I'm just so glad we did. And
it makes you happy, especially when you catch a fish.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
Not to brag, but I caught 3 out of those 10.
I mean, some people had to help the kids,
Yeah.
But, it's okay.
But yeah, it was a good time. Raphael was so happy. Raphael's one of the leaders of the this trip, and he got the opportunity to lead this, and it was awesome. He was so happy, and it's just a joy to see children just be so happy and just be kids. It's just a great time. So,
for a lot of our kids, it was their first time, so it's like it's a great experience because you just get to see their unedited, just like pure reaction to something that they've never done before.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm going to ask you, Roundy, who are you? How old are you? How long have you been part of PIC? And what's your role? And where you come from?
Alrighty, so I'm Jacob, but my last name's Roundy, so you guys can all call me Roundy. I've been at PIC for about 5 to 6 years now. There's a specific ministry at PIC called Power Jam. That's what I do with Pastor Joan, and we minister to age range from 5 to 12 down in the inner city for Phoenix. We go all throughout the projects and we pick them up. We probably have about 60 to 70 kids on average that we help on a weekly basis.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. So let me walk you through what like a typical day at Power Jam will be like. We start at 2, and all the leaders will get there, and we'll get in a big agave-colored bus and drive around through the projects and pick them up. Once we get them back, we give them some dinner, and then do a little message done by Pastor Joan, and then after that we play some games and then head home. We have about 10 to 15 kids that regularly attend Power Jam that are at camp, which is just such a joyful, fruitful thing to see. It just makes me so happy, You work hard all year for 7-8 months just to try and get more kids to come and to Power Jam, with the ultimate goal not ultimate goal, but with a big goal being them coming to camp and just seeing these 15 kids here. Just really, it warms my heart, and it's so fulfilling, and it makes me want to go back again and just do Power Jam, and I just really love it.
What do you think's changed in you since you've been, to camp and doing Power Jam? What do you think the Lord's been working in you?
Well, it's been a lot of things, but I would say a big thing is definitely when I first came, I didn't know what to expect. My first camp and my first experience with PIC, I was kind of just flying in the dark, and I get to camp and I meet my kids, and the more I get to hang out with them, the more I realize that they're just like me, Like everybody has this no matter who it is or however they're different. You know, everybody likes to point about how we're different and how we're separate and how we need to.
Are you talking about
different?
like how people look at skin color and stuff like that?
I mean, it could be anything, you know. It could be your skin color. It could be your gender. It could be what you even believe, like how people don't like certain religions.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you look at a kid and you see them and you just see yourself, you know, and you see their humanity and you see them laugh and you see them have joy and you see them experience life in such a way that it's just so meaningful. You see them get to be kids. That's what's so amazing. Like, I just love it. And then you're playing games, and you know, I kind of like to win, so it's a
Same.
It's a
So you're competitive, you're saying?
just a little bit.
Yeah,
So-
a little more than a little bit.
Okay, I may be a lot.
Charles is right here. He's one of the kids that used to be in Power Jam. What can you say about that, Charles? How long you been part of PIC, and how old are you now? And you know, let's just start with that. Like, how long you been with PIC?
I've been with PIC for about a decade now, almost 10 years, and it's been wonderful.
All right, so let's continue with, like we were saying, Power Jam.
Yeah, so I've been coming to PIC for about 10 years, and when I was at Power Jam, it's just an amazing place. It's just a place where kids can have fun, learn about the Lord, and they don't really got to worry about anything. Now, I'm a counselor at this camp, and looking back at my years as a camper, it was just amazing. I know, for me, it was just a relief from home, because at home there's a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of kids don't like to talk about it. But I feel like what this ministry does, it helps them talk to people about their problems and just lets them be a kid.
So, like, what types of things you think get in the way of you and the Lord?
What'd you say?
What are the type of things that you feel like gets you in between you and the Lord?
Everything of the world, my thoughts, the way I act, just the stuff around me. Because at home, for me, it's everybody almost around me smokes almost, and for me, I feel like that's.
You're talking about smoking like marijuana, right?
Yes. But for me, I feel like that was kind of a big influence on me. Even now, like, it's still hard for me to stop, but it's just, all you got to do is persevere. It's just, you got to have the will to make it through the problems and just say no. And I feel like that's what these kids learn when they come here.
That's cool. What about you, Josuel? I mean, what's your story with PIC? You used to go to Power Jam, right?
Grew up together, pa?
I haven't went to this year's Power Jam, but I have gone in the past. And Power Jam is like an awesome place for kids to get together and learn about God.
Well, I'm saying, like, you went as a kid, right? That's
Yeah, I've gone as a kid. I've been with PIC for about 9 years now, and I've gone to PIC camp for, this is my 7th year, and as my 7th year, I'm a junior counselor, and it gave me a new perspective of how our past counselors, like, what they put on the line for these kids. It's like, now I realize that they do a lot for us, our counselors, our staffs. They do big help for these kids and to help them find a way to Jesus. And
what is the perspective that you've learned between being a kid and a counselor?
For a kid, you have fun, and as a counselor, you help the kid learn. You help the kid learn how to find Jesus, and it's a lot. It's a lot for a counselor here at PIC.
Well, same question, Charles. What's a different perspective from being a counselor to being a kid camp?
I feel like being a kid at camp, you don't got to worry about anything. You just got to worry about really following the rules, taking a shower, and just obeying. And as a counselor, you have a lot more responsibilities, but it's nothing too much. Being a counselor, I feel like it opens your eyes a lot more to what the world is and to what people are really going through.
I honestly feel like being a counselor, it's a training to be a parent, because honestly, it is hard work. You know, I mean, sometimes you're going to get through situations where you have to take care of these kids, and whether it's showers, certain things, accidents, like you just have to, be patient with them, and you have to go through these certain things with them to get through things, with their attitudes, whether it's, we do letter writing to our sponsors, every year to thank them for letting us go to camp, because this camp is completely free. It's fully funded by PIC, pretty much, yard sales and all types of different things, and so
gracious donations too.
Yeah, so it's not easy, but we get all the funds. We ride in nice buses to the camp, which is 7 hours away, and it's such a blessing. And I mean, I was talking about it with the bus driver here with Mike. We were talking about how it's just nice to be in nature. You know what I mean? It's just nice to be in the middle. Just hearing the river pass by, just hearing birds tweet. You know what I mean? And then it's just completely quiet. And then
catching fish.
Yeah, and then you just see green. It's just an amazing experience. And like I was saying, like it opens like your brain or something. Like it does something to you. And I just love it, man. I just love it. Sometimes you see like deer and you see animals, and it's just like it's a whole nother world. You know what I mean? Or when you go fishing and you see fish, you catch your own fish. You know what I mean? That's a moment. You know what I mean? And I love it, man. But Josuel, let me ask you a couple more questions. This year, I mean, where do you think the Lord wants to do with you? Have you learned something as a counselor? Like, has it made it more of an expectation to like want to serve more at PIC? Does it make expectation to want to come to camp every year now and want to be a counselor, like a head counselor?
Yep, absolutely. When my mother was murdered, that's when I really stopped going to PIC, and that's when I stopped going to PIC camp. And after, when I came back, as soon as we passed through the sign, Circle K Ranch, it made me feel it all over again, of how I loved Jesus, and it opened my eyes too. And as you said, it like being a parent with these kids, not being a parent, but it opened my eyes of like looking forward to being a parent when I was with these campers. They were awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome. We'll have to expand later on about more of your story, because it's a really crazy story. What you and your brother had to deal with, and it's a horrible story with your mom and the whole murder thing. But just give an encouraging word, Roundy. If you could tell somebody, just with your own life, and it's just like a quick 30-second thing saying like, to trust God and maybe help PIC, come volunteer, whatever it is, whatever's on your heart. I want you to share it, because this could be seen to anybody on the internet.
So leading up to camp, there's a lot of things that changed. So like Trinity Christian School, they partner with PIC, and they bring older students from their high school down to help be counselors or help in the kitchen, just whatever PIC needs. So one of the head teachers, he leads it and kind of deals with all that. And this year he wasn't able to make it. And we weren't expecting it at all. It was 2 days before camp, and we're just, I was going to go pick up the sound equipment with him from Pick to bring it up to camp, because that's what we usually do. And he pulls me aside, and when we go to pick it up, and he's like, hey, I need to talk to you. And he goes, I'm going to have heart surgery on Tuesday. And it's just this whole unraveling of plans, and you know, you get nervous and you're like, oh no, things are going to not turn out how we hope. But, you know, this year we decided to do things differently than we did in the past. And that really saved us. And God foresaw and made us change our plans so that we're able to more efficiently adapt to the problems. So I just wanted to encourage you, no matter what's going on, whether you think it's going how you think it's supposed to, or whether it's not going how it's supposed to, God sees everything. God has a plan for everything. And He's going to smooth out those bumps, and you're going to look back, and it's going to be a nice, smooth, even paved road. So, God's got you guys.
All right, well, I'm going to ask Charles real quick, what is something you could tell somebody if they're struggling right now with their life? What could you give a 30-second little message?
If you're feeling lonely, you feel like you don't have nobody, come to us. You always have a place with God. You always have a family with God. And you'll just have fun.
Okay. Josuel?
If you do come to us, you'll have fun learning about God. You will know so much. You would be loved here. You would be welcomed here. We welcome everyone, no matter who you are, what you did, anything, anybody.
Yeah, it's just pretty much like what they said. You know, we're God's family, and we just want to, you know, share the gospel, man. Share that Jesus died on the cross, and He loves you. So,
anybody is welcome.
So, all right, well, that's it for this episode. I thank you, Roundy. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
We almost just spilled all the fish.
No, not the fish.
Thank you, Roundy. Thank you, Charles. And thank you, Josuel.
Of course.
Later, bye.
Later.
Adios.
Coming in hella tight though, blow crazier than a psycho. Stop telling me things that I know. I'm drunk up off the spirit, I'm a Holy Ghost wino. And you ain't never lied though. Hey homie, that's a lie though. You wanting to go where I go, then you gotta know who I know. I stepped up out this box and now I moved into a cryo. Ain't really much of a difference, I just switched up on the style. And I'm always keeping it saucy like I'm serving at Macayos.